Hello, my name is Juan Luna. I am a student from the Boise State Wash Team. Today we'll be talking about the standard operating procedures for the wash station. The wash station is composed of 3 individual tables. To my left we have table number 1, which is a staging table. Right here in front of me is table number 2, which is a wash table. And table number 3 to my right is a drying table. You'll come over, we'll talk about table number 1. Table number 1 is composed of 6 idle rollers and 3 steel support beams. Steel support beams allow you to place your steel tubing on them without affecting the mobility of your idle rollers. The operator will be able to drag and drop a square piece of tubing onto the rollers. You have Okay, so what we have here in front of me is our wash station. Our wash station is composed of our drive motor system. It plugs into a 110 volt, as you can see. We have variable drive speed, on-off switch. This is the drive roller, is the second roller. The rest are idle rollers, but are driven by the drive roller. We have 2 nozzles that are composed in the wash assembly. And below the wash station, we have a water collection tank. The water collection tank will collect any grease, oil, wastewater debris. It will then be pumped out of this wastewater collection tank into the containment tank. To pump that water out, we'll be using a 1 horsepower pump attached on top of the containment. If we move over to table number 3, table number 3 is identical to table number 1. It's composed of 6 idle rollers and 3 steel supports. Once your tube goes through your wash assembly, it will then slide onto these rollers, and you will be able to slide that square tubing onto these steel supports, and you'll be able to lift it off with a forklift and take it into wherever you happen to need your steel. Before using your wash station, you want to ensure that you are wearing the proper protective equipment. This includes eyeglasses, steel-toe boots, or enclosed footwear. You want to make sure you have proper gloves that are comfortable. Also make sure that you have no loose clothing. The clothing could get caught in these rollers. You want to make sure that you have no extra exposed skin if you're dealing with hot water. So now we're going to show you how to properly set up and operate your wash station. Before starting your wash station, you want to make sure that your tables are adjusted properly. Down here we have adjustable legs. Each of the tables has a nut and stop nut to allow you to adjust the level of your table. We suggest that you level your tables with a 1/4 inch offset between tables. Table number 1 will be the highest table, followed by table number 2 and table number 3. Once again, you want to make sure that you have about approximately 1/4 inch offset between tables. This will allow your square tubing to flow through the assembly process smoothly. Also, you want to make sure that you have a 3-prong grounded plug. Before you insert your extension cord, you want to make sure that you have no visible nicks in any of your electrical wiring. You want to make sure that your O-rings on your drive assembly are not cracked, loose, or missing. Also, before you start your machine, you want to ensure that the pressure washer nozzles are in the off position. The off position is a 90-degree offset from the pressure washer hose. There are 2 pressure nozzles on this system. One is located on top of the wash assembly and the other is located below the wash assembly. As you can see, both are in the off position at the current moment. Having verified that all your equipment is in proper working condition, you may take this 3-prong grounded extension cord, slide it underneath your wash station. As you can see, you have eliminated the tripping hazard that may occur. You want to insert and remove any excess wiring from the immediate path of your area. So after you have plugged in your extension cord and you have verified that all your equipment is functioning correctly, we will turn on the system. Green light indicates that it is off. Green light on indicates that it is on. We recommend that you start at the slowest setting which is all the way to the right. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start the machine at this moment. As you can see, the green light is on, the rollers have started. Before going any further, I want to ensure that you can vary the speed to its maximum speed. As I slowly raise the variable speed drive, you can notice the rollers are indeed moving faster. Once this has been verified, we suggest you bring it down to the lowest speed. At this time, you may come and connect your pressure washer if it has not been connected already. This is the inlet. It is a quick disconnect to your pressure washer. Before you fire your pressure washer up, you want to ensure once again that your nozzles are in the off position. This is 90 degrees offset from your pressure washer hose. At this moment, you may turn on your pressure washer. This is a dry run. We do not have a pressure washer attached at the current moment. Once your pressure washer has been turned on, you may come and turn on the top ball valve. Come around the machine. Underneath here, you can turn on the lower nozzle. Both nozzles are open, and at this moment you should see some slight mist coming from the box. At this time, we're going to show you a dry run square tubing and finish the process. Take your square piece of tube, slide it off your steel supports under the roller. You want to slowly guide it into the first set of guide rollers. Slowly guide it through the second set of guide rollers. Once your tube has gone through the wash process, you can then come over to table number 3. Slide your tube onto it, make sure it is centered. Slide it onto the bumpers, give it a slight roll. Slide it all the way to the end, and you're prepared to do the next piece of square tubing. Thank you very much.